You're pushing me. No, I'm only kidding.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Pengwenboss.
I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute. And today we enjoyed Captain Morgan's white rum, I believe.
Yep.
And we have a special guest today. And introduce yourself, special guest.
Hi, I'm Lillian, other known as Pengwenboss on Whatnot and on other platforms. And this is Tracy.
And I'm Tracy, TMD, 1962. Real original name on Whatnot. And one gal's treasure for you on eBay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, very good. Very good. And
thank you for having us.
And you know the first person in today. Good old Flippin' Roo.
Oh,
there you go. Hello.
Hello, Ruse.
Julie's in the house. How's it going?
Oh, good. I told Julie to see if she can come in and say hi.
Oh, very good. All right. And we always start the show off the same way as you're aware. We ask how sales are. So how are sales?
Oh,
sales for us, well, we not bad for us. I know it's been a rough topic. I actually just got off a three-way phone call with Marla and Danielle, both from Whatnot, the ones that we do as you guys know, the trains on Whatnot. And the summer has been hitting some of our OGs really hard. I mean, again, we don't know. Again, it could be summer, it could be just about anything. But this summer in particular, we always have a couple of the OGs that kind of take a little break. We've seen that happening, but our sales haven't been.
No,
they've had some patches on our regular Thursday shows that have been not that great, but
because there's so many people on.
Because there's a lot.
Yeah, we still a lot.
We do okay. Yeah, we hold our own.
Okay. Yeah.
And how are sales over on eBay?
eBay, not too. They're better now. Better now. A couple weeks ago, really bad. But now the last probably week or two, it's picked up a little bit.
It's been steady.
I mean, for us, we don't have the items that you guys have on eBay or on other platforms. Right now I'm down to around 600 and some items.
Okay.
I had been up to over 1,000, but I'm trying to gear my store a little bit differently now than I was doing. You know, I was selling a little bit of everything, clothing, this and that. I'm trying to get. Now that we have a 2-story house and I can't get up the stairs.
Okay.
And so my office has always been upstairs. I really want to bring it downstairs and do more ephemera on eBay and or smaller things, patches, different things. Yeah. So I'm trying to revamp the store a little bit.
Oh, good.
All right. Marvelous Mike is in the house. How's it going, buddy? Delightful Don is always here. Thank you.
Welcome back, Chuckaroni.
I'm back with my new hardware. La Paper Passionista, how you doing?
Ciao.
You look great for just having this done not that long ago.
Yeah, you really do.
You guys know Schmidt?
Oh, you think we do? I think we do. Hey, Marla.
JV Jeff's in the house. Mercury Morse is in the house.
Can you see the chat? Oh, you can see the chat down there. Oh, look, La Paper
here. How's it going?
Hey, you see a lot of people here that you know.
Yeah.
For radio parts, good. How about you, Mr. Magazine?
Well, let's start with eBay, which it was horrible for about 7 days straight, and then it kind of picked up a couple days ago. So hopefully it stays in the upward position there. Whatnot has been horrendous for me. I don't know what's going on. We got a lot of record buyers are either getting cheaper or tighter or colluding. Something's going on with that. So I got to kind of tweak that because right now I'm not making a whole lot of money and I got to pay the employees. And at the end of the day, I'm not making much. So I got to figure something out there as a solution because I still got, 100,000 records to sell. So maximize my profits that way. But Amazon's been really good lately. Sales are up, at least 20-25% with the repricer.
Wow.
All the adult sites seem to be pretty solid. That's my bread and butter. And that's about it. How about you?
I'm glad you asked. eBay has been up and down. Some day, I have a good day, not a good day. Oh, today's a ed day. Now, I know one of our subscribers did reach out to us and had $1,000 day on eBay on Monday.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I had $1,000 day, and they're having $1,000 days. So I'm going, what the heck? Hello, Jackie Jack.
How's it going?
You know all these people here.
Hey, Jackie Jack, yes.
So eBay's been hit or miss. Amazon, I'm still in Amazon prison, where Somebody gave me a 2-star review, and because of that, I don't have the buy box on anything.
That's crazy.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Holy cow.
Nope, that 2-star review was killing me. So I'm only selling like an item to 2 items a day is all over there. Usually I sell about 3 to 4, maybe 5 a day. So it's killing me. I had probably my best Whatnot show ever today.
Wow.
Did you? I saw your numbers. I was at work, so I have trouble getting on to. But I saw you had some really steady numbers on that show.
Yeah.
What were you selling?
All books from the Book Hoarder House. And if you haven't seen the Book Hoarder House video, definitely do check that out. All books that these literally were saved from the landfill. Literally were saved from it.
You're kidding.
45-minute show, $400 on books.
Wow.
So I'm happy with that. And I've
definitely.
got 3 or 4 more shows coming up from stuff that I saved from the landfill. So really excited about that. Some really, really good old books coming up. So I'm happy. I'm actually having a really good Whatnot over the summertime. So I'm keeping my mouth shut. I don't want to jinx it.
That's right.
But I'm doing pretty well over on Whatnot right now.
Yeah, and that's what, again, I was talking to Marla and Danny and Tracy earlier today, and we're seeing steady numbers in the rooms, and whether it's a train or individual shows, but they're not swiping. They're not swiping too much right now. And again, don't know if it's just the summer, people are traveling, people are being a little bit more conservative with their, money, if you have families and you're doing other things, but I don't know, this quarter is a bit tough for a lot of people.
Well, that was the positive thing about the book show. I've been on Whatnot for a while. 9 new buyers.
Wow, that's really
good. You never get 9 new buyers in a show when you've been on for that long. So I'm like, for some reason, I had 30 some people bookmark that show. So I was like, some book in there, some books people wanted. So I was very, very happy about that. I got to get more deals like that.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, can I ask you, did you stay in the ephemera category doing the books, or did you put it all in the books category?
Those are all in the books. That way they can get media mail.
Well, you can do that. Just so you know, you can put it in ephemera category, and now you're able to, if you
as long as you list your books under books, when you're listing,
as long as you list it under books, because we do that now. Because I don't sell as many books as that, but I sell a few, and I can still get the media.
Yeah, because what the nice thing was, the old way, even if you sold one item that wasn't a book, it would like negate your media mail on your whole. But now I can sell ephemera, I can sell jewelry, and I can sell a book. It's as long as you categorize that particular item under book.
Right.
When you list it, I should say.
But why I was wondering that was to make I was wondering, because I know when we did a book category a long time ago, and I don't feel like our regular people came over to it as much because we went to a different category, and so I was just wondering how it. But it went well with you, so
that's great.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I try to do, and I try to do this on your trains from time to time too, is let's say we got a postcard train, and I've got a couple of Walt Disney postcards. I list them in the Disney Annie area.
Right. Oh yeah.
Different people into your train.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I list in as many different categories as I can, especially on a train, to try to get people to come back. Medal for Gemini, thanks for being a member. Warning to sellers, eBay global shipping program will not protect sellers from neutral or negative feedbacks. Good to know.
All right.
Good to know on that.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Hot Wheels in house, how's it going? All right.
Todd, nice to see
Local
you.
Mike. You almost got replaced by my associate.
Two good hips.
You good?
Awesome Antiquarian, how's it going?
Thanks for being a member.
Oh, Antiquarium. There he is. Hello. Boy, I do know a lot of people.
Yeah, you do. A lot of people in here.
Hello. And a lot of times we don't show our faces, right? I mean, about the only time you hardly ever see Tracy's face. Me is when I do a pre-show for one of the trains and you catch me on there for a few minutes. Other than that, just my hands.
We were talking about eBay. There's somebody or other that we're friends with. They've got 66,000 items up on eBay. They sold 39 items in a week with 66,000 items listed. One day they sold 2. The day after they sold 1.
Oh my God.
They take offers.
They take offers.
Yeah.
How do you sell 3 items in 2 days with 66,000?
I don't know.
Wow.
I think he's got one employee, his wife helps, and a couple storage units. So yeah, that's brutal.
That's oh.
Ooh. I didn't touch anything.
Nope. Well, our guests have decided to leave. Obviously, had some kind of a technical problem there. Hopefully, they'll find their way back in. Oh, here we go. That must be a problem with their thing. Well, they'll find their way back in. Hello, it's been my worst week on eBay in years. I've tried all sorts of things, and for whatever reason, I can't get it going again. Yeah, it's been a tough tough week for some
That's the
people.
best.
What?
Yeah, there we go. You ruined my day. I forgot about that. It's been 2 weeks since I heard one. Jeez. It's gotta be true. Someone told them.
Oh, here they come again. Yep.
Oh,
Click right there.
Okay.
Yep. Click right there.
What happened? I
There we are.
there you go. Sorry.
Look back on that one.
Oh, you're 10.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Fossil
Just 10.
Forward Finds had the idea. You didn't want the Confucius joke.
Yep.
Actually,
do.
we look forward to your Confucius jokes on the trains or when you're on. They're actually really funny.
We don't
I don't know
like
if
it
it's
when
more painful. My hip's gonna be more painful, or the next joke coming out of his mouth.
we don't like it when you take a 7:30 spot, okay? Because a 7 or 8 or whatever.
Yeah, even when I don't have 20 after. I know.
Yeah, because then it's not 20 after. We don't get one. So you have to take a
But we get a funnier David on the later it
the
gets.
later it
Because
gets. yeah.
he's
Yeah,
all
the later
giddy.
it
He's
gets.
all
Oh,
giddy. He's not used to staying up late.
no.
It's hilarious when he picked that couple
Mhm.
of shows. One of them you did
Yeah,
the anchor. Was it in,
In Fuego, yeah.
in
Yeah.
Fuego? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I could not stop laughing over here. She's like, you're hysterical. I'm like, because he's hysterical. Look, the
Like-
later it gets, the funnier he gets.
Uh-huh.
Blame Canada. There we are. Did sell 3 items on $1,000,000 Peddlers over on eBay, 2 on Viv's Views, both in the same day. 5 on Etsy, and then 1 on papergoy.com. How about buys? Have you been buying much?
Who, us?
Yeah,
You have.
Oh God, I'm always buying.
She's always buying.
I'm always looking for a deal and making contacts. The fun thing about Whatnot, I mean, we have, like we said, local here, and we get stuff from auctions. But
I'm talking about when you went to flea market last week.
when I went to and I'm always looking. I'm looking for something different.
She found a couple good people up there.
Yeah.
This last time.
Yeah, so I found a couple of especially for our ephemera show that's coming up. I like to bring a piece that I haven't had, or that's different. And the one thing, like we said, some things don't sell well on Whatnot and some do. The post-mortem stuff on Whatnot,
Yeah.
it does really well. I mean, does probably as well, or if not better, than on eBay. We sold this was a couple of months ago, a picture. I mean, again, it's not everybody's thing, right? But it was a baby, a picture on board, and
In a coffin.
and and it did better than we thought. I wasn't awe for what people were
Mhm.
paying for that. I was like, no way. There's no way I would have gotten that even on another platform. I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
wow. So I got a piece of that a couple weeks ago at the
And a lot of
flea.
other things that we've been selling.
Yeah. yes.
Well, that's the beauty of Whatnot, is that you could buy that. You could go to the flea market in the morning and sell the stuff in the afternoon.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
you could do that on eBay, but much less likely.
Right.
It'll probably sit there for a little bit. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the thing. Yeah. It
Yep.
fits. So and I just like now my new thing for me is really searching for really unique pictures. I've gotten into this whole
Say hi there.
looking at pictures in a different way. So
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oops.
All right.
Close.
Kabuza. Am I saying that right?
Do you know KB?
Oh, yes, that's Prinny Corn, David.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. All right, I know Pretty Corn.
How's it going?
Yes, she's the one who tried calling, and we texted her like, we're on the middle. She forgot, so she's on now. So, yeah.
Every 30 to 35 items a day, and lately I'm struggling to get 5. Ouch.
Wow.
Ouch.
Yikes. Can you put it back on here?
How
Oh
about
yeah,
you,
no, that's
Magazine? Have you
tough.
bought anything?
So my surgery was July 11th, which was a Friday.
Right.
So I took Saturday and Sunday off, obviously. I actually went back to work that following Monday, just like for a couple hours between the warehouse and the shop. I go to the shop at probably like 10:30, probably 10:30. there's people waiting in line to sell me stuff just because. I mean, I was there Thursday, so it's not like I missed a week or anything.
Yeah.
And I think I spent like $3,000 or $4,000 on like these people just waiting to sell me. One guy had like 14 or 15 Buffalo Bills full-size helmets. Someone had over 100 different Barbie dolls in the box and sports cards and comics, like all kind. It was just crazy. Lately I'm trying not to spend any money, and I spent like $4,000 in just one day, like 3 days after my surgery. So luckily I had some money built up where I could afford it, but it was kind of fun. I like buying and trying to save my money, but if it's a good deal,
right, you gotta buy it.
Yeah, exactly. So
and Jay-Z Jeff is doing a 5x10 storage unit clean out of an attorney's estate. LP record.
That's a good one.
So we're bringing it to the flea market.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Paperboy loved last week's joke. Absolutely. Did I buy anything? I'm glad you asked. It was a little bit rainy over at the flea market, so I only bought from 2 dealers, but did well enough. I'll make some money off of that. But this is going to be the craziest story. It's almost like a rambling story over here. So, I'm working on the mystery book house. The guy that's got all those mystery books, the author that passed away. So I was over there buying boxes of books from him, packing stuff up. He says, "Hey, I hear you dealt with so-and-so." I said, "Who's so-and-so?" He goes, "That's the guy that you showed me the picture of, the book hoarder house." I said, "Yeah. Oh, yeah. How do you know him?" He goes, "Oh, I just hired him to do contracting work for me. And we were talking about the houses. And I said, oh, you should call Dave to come by, but he already did." I said, "Oh, wow, small world." I said, "Does he still have any books left?" He goes, "I don't know. I'll ask him." Texted him. Yeah, he says he's still got about 1,500 books over there.
Oh, wow.
So I texted, I said, "Can I have his number again?" So I texted him. I went down Saturday and I said, "Here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to help you carry things up from the basement. I get to take whatever I want." He goes, "Yeah, have at it."
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
So I took 12 boxes of books for carrying 3 hours stuff all up the stairs for the guy in the 90-degree heat. But I got 12 boxes of books. I'll be doing a couple of auctions out of that. I'm very happy about that small world as far as that goes.
Yeah, that is.
So meanwhile, when I was driving home from the book hoarder house, I get a phone call from a fellow dealer that I know. He says, "Hey, are you interested?" And he named a couple of kinds of books. I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I got a guy that's selling me records. He wants to sell those books. I'll give him your number." I said, "Great." That guy calls me, gives me his address. He's literally the next door neighbor to the mystery book.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah,
What are the chances? Wow.
I can find your house. I go, because I was there this morning taking boxes. So yeah, I think I can find your house.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
talk about a small world and everything.
Small world.
As far as that goes.
Holy cow.
And where are you putting all these books? I thought your
All right,
house was pretty full.
Let's move on here.
Okay.
Don't let the wife know.
They're hiding behind the penguins.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, that is the part of the problem there too. I ended up canceling both of my auctions yesterday over on Whatnot. So I was sitting down and I bent over, and as I bent over, I said, "Oh, that wasn't supposed to move that way." I tweaked my back and I couldn't hardly get back up. I ended up spending yesterday. I canceled my Whatnot auctions. I more or less took it super easy. The old, the Bengay, the stuff on your back, the patches on your back.
Well,
all
those
that
13
stuff.
boxes of books did you win, huh?
Coming up the steps.
I felt fine afterwards. I felt fine the next day. It took till Tuesday to finally catch up to me.
He's always going to one-up me in pain. I mean, come on.
So we're about 80% of the way back today as far as stuff goes, but I'm trying to be very, very careful on how to bend, because that's the big thing. Usually you're like, "Oh, I'm going to grab that box," and you just bend. Now I'm like, let me turn my body and take the box.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see if there's a dime on the floor. You'll see how good he can bend.
I'll try to put a dollar bill on the floor and see what happens.
Dollar bill, forget all about it. All bets are off.
Oh, holla. Awesome. Adrian's in the house. How's it going?
Dollar holla.
Dollar holla. There you go. Oh my gosh.
And then I will not be around tomorrow. No auction tomorrow. I will be going up to, and if you are in the Adirondack area of New York, you can come by and see me. I know Mr. Magazine is going to give me a little bit of cash to spend.
What time you leaving tomorrow?
Apparently, he forgot to bring it tonight.
I was thinking about that like 10 minutes ago.
I think aren't the Roos going to be up there?
Are they going? They might be going up there as well. Yeah, I'm going to be staying in Long Lake and heading on over to the Brimfield show. It's the first Brimfield in the Adirondacks.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Be fun, but I didn't even know. Mr. Magazine asked what was going on this weekend, if Mrs. Paperboy could work Friday or not. I said, I'm not sure if she's going to work Friday or not. I looked, I go, nope, she's not working Friday because we're leaving Thursday. I looked because otherwise I never would have shown up at the hotel.
Right.
Right.
Kind of crazy there.
That's funny.
Glitch of the week. Well, you had one, Mr. Magazine. Why don't you give your whatnot glitch?
Oh, so, well, you're talking about the one that
The fan.
Yeah, so the way I plan things out is I want to give Mrs. Paperboy a lot of work on Mondays and Wednesdays. So I'll hold back on a couple whatnot auctions, build them up so she's got enough to pack, because we got my brother-in-law who also packs, and I want to make sure they both get hours that they want to, enough hours that they want to work. So we build up, usually my niece's Friday, which is a 2-hour auction, and then James does 2 6-hour ones. So we basically have 14 hours of whatnot records, and we're selling hundreds of that. Even on a bad weekend, we're still selling a couple $1,000s worth and hundreds of records. So, and I'm trying not to go in unless I have to go in on the weekends, since my employees got it most of it covered, so I'm not walking around, and I'm using a cane now, but still, if I don't need to go in, I might as well rest up. So we have this big, huge commercial fans. They're like gigantic, like they're bigger than Paperboy's head, but they're real big. And they were in the whatnot area, and my seller James puts little Post-its on each one, matching up their username to what they're buying. So then my manager, I printed all the orders out and I gave them to one of my employees that picks up the orders at my house on the weekends, and he brought them into my manager. Well, he put all of ones on top of the orders where they belong. Well, we just hired a new guy that works in that area. Turned a big fan on. Blew all the papers off. So now we got 3 days of whatnots. And now we got to play the memory game. So.
Right. Well, and the biggest problem is he doesn't catalog anything. So it's record number 7, 14, and 23 of this auction.
Yeah.
As opposed, it'd be one thing if you're like, oh, this guy won Led Zeppelin. Oh, there's a Led Zeppelin on top. Yeah, this is this guy's order. No, it's record 7, 13, and 23.
Yeah. So my niece had to go online and watch the video, and then
all the video receipts.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, who's my shipping manager, he had to go on with her and tell her what's what. And they played the match game, which I'm going to say we're 90% accurate. Mostly got out accurate, but there's some leftover stragglers that, sometimes James throws extra ones in. So if someone bought 4, maybe they got 5 and one of them's lingering. I don't know.
Oh my
God. Everyone gets what they're supposed to get. And then one order with the label isn't there for this one order. So someone got the wrong label mailed to them. I don't know. So, hopefully it will never happen again. And, luckily it was a quieter show, but still, even if it's 20 people,
that's a lot.
It's a headache we don't want.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
So.
Oh my God, you talk about taking time watching those videos. I do it sometimes for 1 or 2 items, and I go crazy. I'm like,
there's nothing you can do about it. So we just made the best of it, and hopefully everyone understands. And moving forward, it won't happen
again. Yeah, absolutely.
So you're familiar with what anime is? So I was listing a magazine over on eBay, and one of the things in it had some anime. So I listed it. eBay's item specifics suggested that I use the topic animal because it thought anime was short for animal.
It'd been cool if Aunt May came up.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. And that eBay doesn't even know what anime is.
They don't know what anime is. They think it's animal.
Oh my gosh.
So I had something happen to me today on Whatnot that had never happened to me before.
You made $400.
I had another thing that happened to me today that never happened before. I started an auction and it didn't run. And so I go click it to have it run.
Yeah.
And it said, too many auctions running, or you can't run this auction at this time. I'm like, what the heck? So I went back off the page onto my main feed, and there's nothing happening. So I'm asking everybody in the feed, I go, is the auction running on your end? And they're all like, no. So I'm trying to run an auction. I go, well, let me run the next auction. I couldn't run the next auction. I go back it then says, congratulations to somebody that won that auction. So my pre-bid won the auction, but it never ran in the show.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, OneNet has some serious glitching sometimes, let me tell you, because we had one the other day on I don't think it was one of our Thursday shows, not a train. We ran it, the person bought it, the payment didn't go through. So you know how it stays red and then if they go out, they fix it. And so I say, okay, whatever, fix it. And, I move on. I move on to the next thing, whatever. So then another buyer said, can you run lot 15? But that was the lot that sold. And I'm like, Chase, she goes, it's not in our unsolds because we have our little bins of unsold. And then on the solds, we keep it,
And it was in the sold. It
And
was
then-
in that unsold items. Yeah.
Right. So Ferrari happened to be on and she looks and she goes, it's not even in the sold in your solds. And I'm like, so if it's not in our solds, but we ran it. So then all of a sudden then it shows up again that it's unsold. So we're like, all right, well, we'll just run it again. Maybe
Yeah.
now the new whatnot thing is that if they don't fix their
Hey,
thing
yeah.
right away, you can run it again. Oh no. Then we go to run it and it says this item has sold. And I'm like, well, what is it? Has it sold or has it not sold?
Yeah.
That's good
At
to
the
know,
end of
though.
the day, when we went to pack,
It hadn't sold.
it hadn't sold, but it was really interesting. It took it even out of my whole history.
Yep.
Like I can't find that item.
Yep. Nope, they
to re-
disappear. Yep.
Mhm.
I was like, what is going on? So yeah, that's a first for us. That had never happened to us in our 3+ years on whatnot. So that was funny.
No. How does that happen? I took out a bunch of things to show. When I went to put them back, I had straggling products. I can't imagine that with orders. No, absolutely not.
No. Yep.
Absolutely not.
Oh my gosh.
Site change. This actually is a positive change that they made over on eBay. Now, when you're listing things, each picture has a little garbage can in the corner. You used to have to click over on the select all, that button over there to bring that up. Now you can actually get rid of an individual picture. So that is a positive.
Kind of like on whatnot, you could do that.
Yeah.
Too, right? Yeah.
Yep. So you kind of change
Neat.
that. Oh, they're going the same day for flipping around. All right. The item of the week actually is for Mr. Magazine for his hip surgery. I bought these for him, and I did get a bit of a discount of a price. And I don't know if you recognize this or not, Ruse, but this is from Jeff Norton, Jazzy Jeff. So he had these for sale. He gave me a bit of a break on the price as long as I showed it on the show. I don't know if you have these or not, but that is a cool 1960s Batman glass over there.
Very cool.
Wow.
I don't know if you've
I
had
do
that.
not think I
I don't
have.
think I've
those.
ever seen that.
That's very cool. Awesome.
That is
And
very
that's
cool.
not all.
Oh,
Got the
There's
cool
more.
little Joker bowl over here.
I don't think I have that either. Wow.
I've never seen
stuff.
that either with the Joker in there.
Love the artwork.
But that's not all.
Wow.
Keeps giving.
And then you get this over here as well. Nice little Batman and Robin plate as well. A little plate for your collection there.
That's
Ooh,
awesome.
nice.
Seen those
No.
before? Nope.
Good
So
stuff.
thanks, Jeff. You
Yeah.
give me a break on the price there.
Oh, I
Do
get
check
I
Jeff.
get to keep the bag too.
And you get the
Wow.
Jeff Norton bag as well.
It's a forfeit.
So if
Very
you are in
Nice.
Syracuse Flea Market, do check him out. I'm sure he'll tell you the booth number that he's at. It was very, very easy to deal with, and we worked out a deal there for you. So hopefully you get better with your surgery there, Mr. Magazine.
We'll take a
Time
quick
for stretch
walk
time.
around break.
Yeah, he's got to
Yep.
stretch there for a minute,
Mhm.
and then we will.
You're doing well.
We're going to do
You're
the
doing
insulting offer of the week. Mr. Magazine had one over here, a 2017 Panini Vanguard BAM. How do you say his last name? Adebayo?
Yeah,
Adebayo basketball player, PSA 9 sample. Now, was that a sample card or was it a?
It was a sample. Yeah, play a promo. Yeah.
Okay, so it was like a promo card,
Mhm.
rated PSA 9, $154 he was asking on it. Got offered $20.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Seriously. That's so insulting.
So what do you do when you get offers like that?
Oh, we had a chat about that recently.
I'd still always counter offer them, but you know,
But to a point, if they keep on,
if they keep on, no.
I'm like, just ignore it.
Well, no, my last one was just this week. That
Mhm.
It was a really great Halloween card, and they offered me like $40 for it, and I have it on for like 100 because it's the only one on the sites I can find, and
they
I've never seen it
They
before.
went below 50% off. I'm like,
Yeah,
are you kidding me? Well, like, yeah, no.
But I countered them, and they didn't respond. You know, so
Whatnot took away the add to calendar button, according to Flipping Roo.
oh, they did.
They did? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There's a lot of changes on there's always a lot of changes on
Luckily they did one of those changes right in the middle of my show.
Apparently. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have to say, in all our years being on, I think the most glitches we've had has been this past 6 months.
Except for that night that who was on?
Oh,
what was his name?
Oh God, the tattoo guy.
Yep.
Oh my
gosh. The night that he was on.
Marla will remember because
it
Marla
was Post Malone. Yeah.
Post Malone. Yeah,
right.
Marla was on. Dan and Marla were on. We were all on her show. And if you stayed on, you stayed on with them. But I got off because I was glitchy and I could not get on because Whatnot, he crashed Whatnot for hours. That was horrible.
Man, that was a couple years ago.
Yeah, right? That was almost at the beginning. Yes.
Schmidt, I know you don't have anything to do. Reach out to him. Get him on one of the trains. We can have postcard Malone.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Get 100,000 people on our train.
So every time they advertise like a new person coming on, we're like, oh no. Hopefully.
Don't be at the time my show's running. Don't be at the time.
Yeah. They've had to change a lot, I'm sure, on their end, but holy cow, that was bad. That was really bad for
really something funny before, well, you know.
Countdown to Brimfield. Well, we're doing Brimfield in the Adirondacks this week, so that is a good thing over there. Oh, well, look here. Confucius joke of the week. Who knew?
Oh, yes. Yay.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Magazine.
Uh-oh.
What did the mayonnaise say to the milk when the refrigerator opened?
I have no idea.
Do you know?
No,
what
I
did
don't
the mayonnaise say to the milk when the refrigerator opened?
Oh, no.
Shut the door. I'm dressing.
That's a good one. That's one I understand. Okay.
It makes sense.
Solid dressing on there.
I think if he didn't have to do a walk now, if he hadn't taken a walk,
I should have taken a break, like far away from this place.
You got to watch the video last week with Mrs. Paperglaze. She was laughing for half the show about that.
Oh my gosh. So, Dave, so does Miss Paperglaze, does she hang out when you do your shows, or not really behind the scenes, or?
No, she wants nothing to do with it.
Oh my God, she was so much fun though when we met her at the Allentown Paper Show. She's fun.
Yeah. She's great. Customer issues. Mr. Magazine had a problem, and this is where they get really, people don't understand the way eBay works. A guy bought one item off Mr. Magazine, then made a counter offer on the other, and then wanted an invoice. And you can't send the invoice because he's only officially won the one item. He doesn't officially win the counter offer. But he's like, are you going to invoice me? When are you going to invoice me? And Mr. Magazine explained to him 4 or 5 times, you've only officially won one item. I cannot, you need to pay for the counter, then I can refund shipping. And he just couldn't get that through his thick skull for anything. Did he finally end up paying, or he's still complaining?
He didn't pay. No, he didn't pay. Yeah.
He's still complaining.
Wait, I'm skipping this one.
We don't want to hear last week's joke.
We do not want to do that.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so I wrote a thing for Mr. Magazine to send to him. Sir, we cannot combine shipping, as at this point you've only officially won one. If you make a counter offer to an item, which you did, there's no possible way that you can send an invoice on it. It just can't be done. Mr. Magazine, one of his employees, and this is going to come as a shocker to you, Mr. Magazine, mislisted an item.
Wow. Holy cow. Shocking.
So Mr. Magazine had a...
no, it's not bad. 1 million listings, 1 error. Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. Had a Caterpillar racing truck. So Caterpillar brand, the racing truck, except they put it down as Caterpillar Raving, which is a really good name for a train. Figure out how to work that one into a train.
There we go. Marla, take notes.
Good band name, good everything. Caterpillar Raving.
Oh my gosh, too
So
funny.
it is okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. Mr. Magazine had 2 problems this week for item not received. However, they were both overseas standard delivery international. Both times eBay did send them a thing out, say, you don't have to do anything. You send it to us at our hub. We'll take care of it from here. So that is another reason. Definitely use the eBay standard international shipping.
It's oddly the time we sent a $600 item out, we did not use that, and then I got blown.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, absolutely. So I had a 1944 little golden book. And as I mentioned over on EPH Talks, which is another great train that we have over there, I was talking about little golden books over there. And in the late 40s, they went to the way that a lot of you know to date the little golden books. They have the printing in the gutter near the back, an A, B, C, and so on. Before that, they didn't. They actually had it up front on the copyright page. They would, or on the title page, they would say second print, third print. They would actually say it there in the date. So I had a 1944 little golden book. The gentleman said, please send me the thing where it shows the printing. And I said, it is on, it is listed in there on it. This was before they did the thing in the gutter. So it isn't listed there. It's not like I looked in the gutter and I knew it was a third print or anything like that. He commented back, he goes, I am aware of that. It's on the second page. And I said, well, I am aware of that. It's 1944. Why am I digging this out to take a picture to show you something that we're both aware of? And then I just blocked him because I don't need to dig this out to show him that it says 1944. I think I can read 1944 when you get down.
Oh my goodness. People can be special.
That's why I handle the eBay and she does not, or other platforms, and she does not because she doesn't have patience. People,
I don't have patience for stupidity. Sorry, they don't.
Well, you want to talk about stupidity? Mr. Magazine had, well, enough about him. We had this happen over here. He had a global shipping, so he used a global shipping program over on eBay. The item was being returned because it was not allowed in the country of the purchaser. What was this item, you ask? G.I. Joe Hall of Fame High Caliber Weapons Arsenal, 1998 Hasbro, because it was a G.I. Joe figure. They thought it was real weapons that he was sending over.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
That's AI for you.
That's AI for you. Oh, Lord.
You better just saying G.I. Joe figure.
Yeah, that's what they would take that, but because it said weapons arsenal. So what if I sold? There was a Punisher comic book, Weapons Arsenal.
Oh yeah,
where it would show it was the Punisher, who you may or may not know who the Punisher is, and it showed all the various guns that he owned, the drawings. So literally, it was a comic book.
Right.
They probably wouldn't allow that either.
Probably not.
It's a book.
Well,
it's a comic book.
It's funny, all the Star Wars figures from the 90s, their weapons are called blaster. Rifle, so forth. And we just went in our old stock from 8 years ago, and they're still in there. They ended them all. Now they're newer relists without that in the title, and now you can relist them again. Without Amazon.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Well, one of the big stories that we're going to talk about for a couple of minutes over here was Mr. Magazine sent it to me. Everybody was talking about it. The sports card dealer that unfortunately killed himself. $350 million he claims that he did in fraudulent autographs.
Oh, wow.
Did you read that? You read that, didn't you?
Crazy.
He basically, what he was doing was he figured out how to counterfeit. They've got the authenticity stickers that they put on there. He figured out how to counterfeit stickers and then put the stickers on with counterfeit stickers on counterfeit autographs.
Oh my God.
Fanatics was actually involved. They were doing test buys from them and everything because they were involved with the FBI, and he knew they were coming in on him. And he basically did this big post saying, "Yeah, I did it. $350 million. Here's what I did." And when they came and raided his house, he was gone basically.
Oh my God!
I mean, that amount, 350 lifetime prison at that point, just because it's so.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd been doing it for.
He wasn't that old though either, right?
He was 45.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Holy cow!
Doing it for years, and they said it could completely. This is going to have repercussions for years.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That level,
Trying to
And
figure
this
out
one-
where those all are or who has them and how long they'll show up in the future. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, you have to have big stones for that to think you're not getting caught at that level in this day and age with technology. And I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, he's been on the radar for a while now. But the thing is, how many people bought them as gifts? How many people bought them and said, "Oh, I can sell these at the flea market. They've got the official certificate on it, the official hologram on there. These are legit."
Where was he selling on eBay and so forth? All these different platforms. I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
Right, like Rue just said.
And he wasn't. I'm sure he wasn't discounting. Maybe wholesale if you're buying a ton if you're a dealer, but for most of it, he's trying to get retail prices.
Said, now people are selling fakes to other people.
Yeah.
And they're thinking that they're original. Yeah. Oh wow.
It's crazy.
Yep. So that's going to be felt through the sports card industry or the sports autograph industry for years and years and years. Kind of crazy.
It is nuts.
Mr. Magazine is saving up his money. What do you shake your head about?
Can't wait to hear this one.
Do you know who David Prouth is?
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Yep.
Yeah.
The original Darth Vader lightsaber is up for auction from the first 3 movies.
Oh, is that what he's saving his money for?
Yeah.
Oh
They-
my.
They expect $1 to $3 million out of that.
Oh boy.
Awesome.
That's nothing. Wow.
Using the first scene ever. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you got to do another Whatnot auction or 2.
or 10,000 of them.
The
Oh.
largest piece of Mars on Earth sold. I don't know if you saw this or not. So it was a piece of Mars that actually found its way to Earth, sold for $5.3 million.
God.
You could buy Mars. Probably cheaper to do that than to take a rocket ship up there, I would guess. But they said they were pulling teeth to try to get that bid out of that. But a Ceratosaurus bones, a complete Ceratosaurus dinosaur, they expected to get $4 to $6 million out of it. It went for $30.5 million with the fees. Here's the crazy thing about it.
I'd rather have the lightsaber.
Well, here's the crazy thing about it. $26 million gavel price, $4.5 million in fees. Whoever bought it, they were only expecting it to sell for $4 million to begin with. So they made it more off fees than they thought the whole thing would go.
And the whole
Oh my
thing.
God.
Wow. That's insane. That's amazing.
Did museums own these or like private people
Private
that
people
found
buy
them?
them
Wow.
too, yeah.
Private collectors. Wow.
Yep. They had what might be the dumbest article I ever read in Sports Illustrated, and that's saying something. Why dealers rarely pay full comps. Why they only pay 60%.
Okay.
Really? You need to do an article about that? Who can afford to pay full comps on anything?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, you've got
Nobody.
overhead, you've got this, you've got that. So the article was basically saying when you go into your local dealer and you got your numbers here, it sells for this. When it sells for $100 and he offers you 60, he's not trying to rip you off. He's got to pay for insurance. He's got to pay for. He's got to hope that it sells. He's got to hope. He's got to hope.
Yeah.
And I just shaking my head, going, "Who doesn't know that?" Maybe because we're all in the trade and we understand that. We understand you can't pay me $100 and sell it for $100. That doesn't work very well.
Well, I watch a lot of the card sales like at these shows and stuff, and a lot of times they're probably paying 80%, 85, even if it's a really rare card, they might pay 90. But they also do a flip thing where like, okay, I'll go 85,000 or 90,000 to flip a coin or something crazy like that.
Oh wow.
And I watch a lot of the exotic car auctions and stuff, and they're paying about 80 to 90% as well, but they're flipping $200,000 cars, so 5,000 could be a big difference sometimes. You know? Yeah, it is amazing high percentage, but they're flipping stuff daily to make that kind of money. They're doing volume.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, the stuff we sell, certainly we
we
can't
gotta
pay 60%.
pennies. Yeah,
Certainly can't pay 60% on an old Life magazine.
40,
no, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Even
I'm glad you asked. Why do you have one? It went for $5.3 million. $5.3 million.
Paperboy did sell an original Mars bar and whatnot for $3.
I did, and a pet rock. I tried to sell a steel pet rock and a Mars bar.
Oh my gosh.
I started at 5.3 million. Maybe it scared everybody off. I don't know.
You want to hear something weird, or what? Or maybe if I could ask something, what's the weirdest thing you bought or come across lately? And you know where I'm going with this.
No, I don't. Oh, I do.
Why don't you tell us
Well,
yours while I think about it? I can't think of any.
I've mentioned before, I did buy a pod sight unseen from California for $20,000. They had bondage adult magazines mainly in there, which there end up being a lot of bondage contraptions in there as well.
Oh my.
Surprise,
And,
surprise.
they're very large and things for hanging and laying and this and that. And I have them in my loft in my warehouse right now. I don't know what I'm going to.
Ay, ay,
Oh my God, that would be interesting to sell.
I guess I guess my answer would have to be, and I forgot to mention this, when I came back from the book hoarder house, when I was lugging stuff up, I'm sitting down, having a bite to eat because I was hungry. And I never do McDonald's, but I said, you know, something I lost from sweating in that 90-degree weather. I sweated so much. A little McDonald's isn't going to hurt me. I got to replace salt and all that anyway. Eating McDonald's, got one from Mrs. Paperboy. We're sitting there. All of a sudden she goes, what is that? I had a spider running in my hair that I brought home.
no.
There was the cobweb with the spider in it in my hair. And apparently I brought it all the way home. And I'm like, what the? And it falls on the ground. And like, what happened?
No.
So I don't know if that counts or not, but I brought a spider home.
We know it
And
wasn't
you
a super
bought a spider
it was
home.
a
That
turkey.
counts for sure. Well, the other day I'm opening a package and I had bought this massive amount of photos and on an auction, and there's a little like envelope in it and stuff, and I was opening by myself. I don't know
Yeah, because you just bought this box lot, you know,
full of photos. So there's a little like mini little vanilla envelope, and I'm shaking it because you never know what the heck you get and stuff, right? So I probably should wear gloves more often. But anyway, so I'm shaking it, and I hear like little like click click, and I'm like, I wonder what that could be. So I open it up. Thank God I didn't pour it out or anything. I just kind of peeked in it, and I have a bag of a little thing of teeth.
a bag of teeth.
I'm like,
Not
don't
cold.
know if
Not
they're
cold
kids, adults,
Real
whatever.
teeth.
Real teeth.
Not dentures. No, real teeth.
No, just pulled out
teeth.
single teeth. I'm like, great.
I didn't look at them yet. Mm-mm.
I don't know. Those are probably. I know there's probably a place for that because we've had a lot of conversations on Whatnot about people's collections or things.
Yeah,
or
somebody buys them.
oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God! I know that there was one. I don't know if she's still on. A vintage decor or one of these crafting folks that actually collected those teeth and stuff.
Really? Okay. Hey. Well,
See?
No.
I'm like, she's like, what are you gonna do with those? I go, I don't know. I didn't buy them for that. I bought it for the picture. So
it's a magazine. You can see what she's paying. Maybe you can like take one of your teeth out and start saving up toward that.
Marla says HS buys those.
Well, there you go. HS Collectibles.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, well, there you go. I might be reaching out to them.
Thanks,
Like,
Marla.
here.
Yeah, really.
Stephen, I used to go into his shop, and long story short, I used to go in his shop. He was going to hire my roommate at the time to do work for him. The day that my roommate was supposed to work for him, he goes, I don't want to work for him. You go in instead. I go, okay. So I walked in, and next thing you knew, I was working for him.
Yeah. History in the making.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see the Indiana Jones? The whip from Indiana Jones went for $525,000.
Wow.
The Vader saber's got to be like $5 million. It has to be.
All right, I have a question for you, for
Okay.
all three of you. When do you have to say spoiler alert, and when do you not have to say spoiler alert? Is there a period of time where you no longer have to say like we'll say the relationship between Vader and Luke?
Mm-hmm.
You have to say spoiler alert before you say that, or is enough time pass that you don't have to?
And as long as you're saying it before, it shouldn't matter, right?
Right. Or as long as you say spoiler alert, you can say anything
Right,
after, but do you have to? Or do you think enough people know it, or because it's 40 years old?
I think something like that. Yeah, exactly.
What do you think on that?
If it's a new movie, maybe different, because
Maybe different.
Yeah,
right.
watch Star Wars,
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're not even a Star Wars fan, 40 years plus later, you got to know that already. I mean, don't you think?
I don't know.
Well, the reason I ask, and I'm going to cover my butt here. I don't want anybody to get mad at me. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Citizen Kane. They sold Rosebud from Citizen Kane for $14.7 million.
Holy cow.
Spoiler alert.
Wow.
Oh my.
Sled. Spoiler alert. But the reason why I say that was because the headline of the article says Rosebud the sled from Citizen Kane sold for. I go, they didn't say spoiler alert.
Oh,
I've been waiting to watch
Oh.
the movie. I've been waiting to watch it. It's only been 110 years. I haven't seen it yet.
Mhm.
oh wow.
You would think.
I mean, in 100 years, is anyone going to care? Like, in 100
Right?
years, who will care about that? It's going to pay you
Mhm.
to hear that.
It's supposed to be, if not the greatest movie of all time,
Right,
right
I
up there,
get
the
it.
greatest movie of
But
all
someone
time.
buying it was probably like 30, 20, 10 years old at the time when they first saw it. In 100
Mhm.
years from now, it's less relevant. You know, I don't know.
Unless it's going to a museum for like a museam of,
Yeah.
of movie history or something.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Notice I did say spoiler alert.
I thought you were going to say
wanted
spoiler alert. I just drank old milk for my rambling story.
So this, tell me what you think of this. There are coming up for auction 2,500, so 2,500 Hollywood autographs.
Wow.
Now
okay.
these have great provenance. A father and then his son continued the auction or continued the collection. Back into the 1930s, this guy would write 3, 4, 5 times a day. Would write all the stars, write the movie studios, do this, get the stuff back. Autographs Charlie Chaplin. I mean, you name the stars from back in the day, all the way through to Christopher Reeve. So stars, Roger Moore, who we know isn't very good, but his autograph doesn't sell a lot.
Yeah.
Roger Moore and so on. They're estimating 2,500 autographs. They're going to break them all up. $100,000, which is $40 an autograph.
Seems cheap.
Seems really cheap, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it does.
Well, in a lifetime of collecting and
And you've
traveling,
got the
and
provenance
yeah,
with it
it's-
too. It all comes from his collection. I'm
but
like,
it may shock you, and we may go for $500,000. I mean, you know, or $2 million.
It
who
might.
knows? You never know.
That is
sorry, John Doe.
that does seem cheap.
It seems really cheap on that over there. I was thinking about, I'm like, not that I have $100,000 sitting around, but if they came to me with that collection and said $100,000 on it, I'd be like, I think I'm stealing it.
Right?
Like if
No,
you
when
said
you break it down, $40 a picture. That's
I would rather have that than some first edition book.
Oh, I definitely would rather this collection. Yeah, because you got Charlie Chaplin, you got all these things in there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting. Hopefully, I can do a follow up on that at some point and see how much it ends up going for.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What's the best stuff that you guys have found?
Trade cards, probably.
Teeth.
Yeah,
One of the best things I found is Victorian trade cards that I bought.
Oh,
3 of
this
these
was interesting.
for $5. I mean, $5 for 3.
But let's preface: this was at the beginning of our whatnot time.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. No, it was before. Was it on Whatnot?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
got Whatnot.
Well, I bought them for $5, but I didn't know what they. I didn't know either until I researched them.
Until you got them and researched.
Ended up being an Abraham Lincoln, a Grant, and another. I forget who the third one was, but I sold one of them. I think it was Grant for about $450.
Oh.
And the Lincoln, they want $2,000-3,000 for it. There's only one on,
which she's still hanging on to.
I don't
let it go.
Yeah, the other 2 I have not sold yet. But yeah, that was my. That's been
That
my
was
best buy
that was like a
probably
golden
on Whatnot.
egg.
That was I think it was in a lot, maybe. I'm not sure.
And it was a guy who's not on anymore. And he just had trade cards and didn't know what it was. Like a lot of us who start, or some people who come on and they just. I find interesting.
I didn't do that. But,
no, because you're a collector, you research everything. So but if you have people like on some of these, even today, on some of these like that do storage units, or you randomly, I'll go on a show and like I did really good one day. I went on a random. This was at like 12 o'clock at night. I couldn't sleep, and Tracy goes, "That's the worst time when you spend so much money." So I went on this random show, and this lady was selling some Victorian books, albums, and photo albums with vintage and antique photos at $1 start, and the woman never sold ephemera. So I was like, wow, I'm going to poke my finger in there. So, I mean, she had tons. She had gotten them. And she goes, I don't hold anything. I don't collect anything. I don't know anything about paper. I want it in and out of my house. So she started them at $1. And I got a few books that I got a great deal that I'll, pass over and sell it probably on Whatnot in the future. But yeah.
But we
Right,
have
that's,
go ahead.
that's absolutely. Well, hold on real quick. Answer query, and I have no idea. Bible went for $200 over at Whatnot today. I really don't know why. I was very happy to sell that for $200.
Great.
Wow.
Don't know why. But that's what I always say about Whatnot, and I think Mr. Magazine is believing this as well. My saying from the start with Whatnot is, if I buy right, you buy right.
Right.
Now do it. And I picked up those 12 boxes of books. I paid $0 for them because I was carrying the stuff. It's sweat labor. It's sweat equity.
Right.
But no money out of my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
What do I care? I will put them all on and sell them.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
will, I will sell them all that way. Why not? I have zero into them. I don't care if they're $30, $40 books. I don't care. I've got, as Mr. Magazine will tell you, I've got a house full of $30, $40 items.
Right.
I'd much rather get $3 to $5, $7, and hopefully enough people, like I said, 30 some people were bookmarked that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't,
And you move
I'm
it.
not going to tell you I look everything up. It's stuff like I've been doing this for a long time too. So I just know, I'm not going to look that up, but there's certain things
Like these particular three were
these trade
very
cards I had
unique.
never seen before. They were North Carolina, these trade cards. They were very different.
Mm-hmm.
And so I looked those up.
Yeah. So I'm glad she did.
Mm-hmm.
If it were me, I would have put them on Whatnot for four.
Well, yeah, that's why she has to ask me a lot of times. Before
I don't
she puts
touch
things.
I don't touch her paper when it comes to that kind of stuff. No.
Well, welcome in, Pick and Grinning. Good to see you.
Hello. Yeah, so that's probably been one of our. Tracy's gonna check on the dog because I hear her whining a little bit. We have her in the back because otherwise she'd be jumping all over the camera. Yeah. So but yeah, no, that's you just get some great finds, whether on in an auction
Or Mr. Bob or
or Mr. Bob that we call him down here in Naples. So.
All right, we're going to have Mr. Magazine here do the rambling story of the week. Now, did you hear last week's rambling story?
No, I did not.
I saved the house last week. Mrs. Paperboy laughed, and I think she's still laughing about it, but hopefully we can have a better story than that one.
I don't have much of a crazy story. Paperboy just said, I'm going to give you an update on my hip surgery, which was last Friday. So it's been about 10 days, but I've been working around the clock trying to get in shape so I could actually work out next week. I'm pacing myself faster. The nurse already.
What did the doctor say about you working out?
The nurse cleared me for everything. Like the nurse cleared me after a week. I'm still doing a little PT.
Wow.
But I'm not driving yet. They got to clear me for driving because it is my right foot. It's the pedal foot. Hopefully they clear me by Monday. And I'm not going to go crazy if I can go to, like right now. It's more uncomfortable than pain. Like if I'm sitting in this position, I have to get up and move around, get the blood flowing, and I still have to elevate it and ice it and stuff like that to get the swelling down. But, if I'm moving around, every now and then during the day, every hour, icing and so forth, it's not bad. Sleeping is a little uncomfortable, but for the pain level, it's actually very low. So I will see what happens next week and play it by ear.
And you're not on anything now, painkillers or anything?
I'm just on. I could take ibuprofen with nothing else, or I could take like Tylenol. But I got off the Oxy last Thursday because then if off the Oxy, which again, from the first time I had my hip surgery, it did nothing for me and I was able to drive quickly. So hopefully I can drive next week and go back to the gym in small doses because week 1, I ate like a madman. I probably put on 10 pounds. This week I'm eating a little bit less. And I haven't fasted in a couple weeks. So I'm going to try that next week as well. Try and get back into shape. So other than that, because I'm bored to death. You can only watch so many shows, TV shows, and I don't get much sleep at night. My dog sleeps on me in the living room on my recliner. So I get like an hour of sleep, then I get up, walk around, re-ice it, and, so forth every hour.
Do you have to?
They recommend icing, every 20 minutes, but no one's going to do that while you're sleeping. But I get uncomfortable after a while, so I automatically wake up usually after an hour.
Now, can you sleep in a bed or it's just not comfortable?
I can sleep in my back in a bed, but then I tend to snore. And it gets uncomfortable for me. It's no different than sleeping in a chair. And I don't want to keep my wife awake. Sometimes she'll sleep out in the living room, but usually I sleep on my stomach if I'm in the bedroom. So I'll wait till I really can do that. I'll sleep better. But I feel better. I'm going to work longer and longer each day. I'm using a cane, which the nurse couldn't believe after like 5 days I was just doing a cane. So, but I play it by ear. Don't take it too crazy. If something hurts, I get tired. Like I said, I just stand up, walk around, and reset. So,
wow.
Yeah, so hopefully next week I can drive here from the gym.
Amazing.
That is my goal.
All right, we're wrapping up the show.
Wow.
What do you guys have to plug?
Well, we, as usual, Marla, Danielle, and I and TMD are working on tons of trains. So we have that going on. We have,
What are the trains this weekend?
Hello, I thought. We have Friday. We have Christmas in July on Friday because it's July 25th. So we're doing an all ephemera train of Christmas ephemera. And then Saturday we have Critter Fritter, which is hysterical. Have you seen the you've seen the little it looks like a little rat, and then I think it was Thrifty who said it looks like the graphic, the not the graphic itself, but the little video one that Marla did, that it's like pooping stuff, but it's hysterical. It's the cutest thing. So that's that's an all critter train, but it can be in anything, postcards, again, magazines, trade cards, and it could be any kind of animal. So those are kind of fun when you do the theme ones.
Yeah,
I think that one is really popular with our whatnot sellers as well. Yeah.
Very good.
Very good.
But yeah, we have a lot of trains going on.
Yes, you do. And schmidtauctions.com, I believe, is where, if anybody is interested to see what the overall schedule is, or if they're interested in becoming a seller, I believe there's a form to fill out over there. Do check that out as well.
Yep.
They're definitely
list all of our upcoming trains. Yeah.
Yep. Shopaholics next Tuesday as well. A lot of great stuff going on over on Whatnot. I will tell you now, I've not checked how many followers do you have over there, Pengy, over on Whatnot?
We're over 7K. I think our next goal is obviously 8K.
Yep. Nice. And because I did notice, here I am feeling all full of myself because I got about 2,000 followers, and I saw Schmidt at 8, you got 7. I'm like, oof. I got a way to go. Ways to go.
And sometimes, I think sometimes people, get hung up on that number, and you could have 2,000 or 10,000 followers. It really just depends on you and your shows and the people that come back to see you, So even when bookmarks, sometimes high bookmarks might mean that you have a few more people, and sometimes not. It just really depends on the day, or I think that just the people who consistently follow you. So
right, and obviously, and any auctioneer will tell you this. All it takes is 2 people.
Yeah,
you get the right 2 people in any given auction. I know we've heard stories. I remember Turner did very well in an auction because he had a new person, 2 new people, I believe, come in and were bidding really high on stuff. And hey, God bless them. You just get lucky once in a while, and you have people buying.
Sometimes I've done some of my better shows and my own, non-train shows, maybe like on a late night when it's getting late, I have maybe 8-10 people. I have had my better nights than when I have 20-30 people on my shows, because people are being more particular. They're looking, so yeah, it takes 2, like you said.
Yep, absolutely. That's all that it matters. So thank everybody for coming on out. Thank you for everybody who is a member there. We do, of course, have the memberships. We do put a lot of videos up behind the paywall. Mr. Magazine did just shoot one with me tonight, as a matter of fact. I think it's a pretty good one we're going to be putting up. And as always, if you are interested in consultations, you can reach out to me. I will help you with your business plan, help you with your business, help take you to the next level. Just reach out to me. I've got a couple of people that I'm doing that with, and I think we're happy with the results. So do reach out to me as well. I do want to thank our guests for coming on by.
Thank you for having us. It was fun.
We'll have you on again at some point or other. Do check them out over at Whatnot. And again, schmidtauctions.com for any trains that they might have. And we got to get Mr. Magazine on one of these trains one of these days.
That's right.
We do, all his magazines. But Dave, you got to do one more thing.
Of course.
Do your line that you do on Whatnot for pre-bids.
And make sure that you come by any of our auctions. Pre-bids are always welcome. We'll see you next video.
Take care.
It's the best line.
Bye-bye.
Bye.